Hello everyone, my name is Bilitos, I'm with IEEE and I'm very excited to present to you today our work on broadband reflecting Luneburg lenses based on Bed-of-Nails Metasurfaces. The reflecting Luneburg lens is a novel quasi-optical beamformer that is comprised by two circularly shaped stacked parallel plate waveguides in which the bottom one is filled with a great index medium. The role of the medium is to shape the rays launched by a source and its focal circumference along curvilinear paths so that after they encounter a reflecting boundary, they merge in parallel in top, forming a planar wavefront. The planar wavefront can then be steered thanks to the azimuthal symmetry of the profile by simply displacing the source along the focal circumference. Another interesting property is the existence of a second inner focal region, and it has been demonstrated that by exciting the lens directly into this region, we can emulate its performance while also benefiting from full azimuthal scanning and lower refractive index range. For the realization of the lens, we are going for a metal-only bed-of-nails metasurface implementation, and to that end, we study the conventional bed-of-nails as well as their higher symmetric variants by extracting the refractive index for a central frequency for different values of the post height, as well as the variation of the profiles of the reflecting Luneburg lens with frequency for these different unit cells. Our idea is to implement higher symmetries in the lens in order to reduce the frequency dispersion and increase the operational bandwidth. A half lens was designed for single port operation in order to significantly reduce fabrication time and costs. The prototype was realized in the Mars platform of IEEE by following a CNC milling process on aluminum material in order to realize the four structural blocks. The first two blocks realize the bottom parallel plate waveguide, which implements the refractive index profile, whereas the other two are used in order to introduce a 180-degree bend and a 90-degree bend to allow the device to radiate into the broadside. Finally, the feed was implemented directly by using an electrical discharge machining, matching the impedance to a WR28 waveguide. The antenna was simulated by CST Microwave Studio, and here we see the electric field in the bottom and the top parallel plate waveguide, clearly demonstrating the formation of a planar wavefront. Owing to the choice of the unit cell, this planar wavefront is maintained in the frequency range of interest, which in our case is the Ka band. The far-field measurements of the antenna took place in the Mars platform as well, and here we can see the comparison between simulation and measurements of the input reflection coefficient. Whereas on the bottom we see the UV measurements demonstrating the radiated fan beam at different frequency points along Ka band. By taking a cut in the directive H-plane, we can compare the simulation with the measurements, displaying the excellent agreement between the two. And here, as a concluding remark, we compare the gain and the side lobe levels of a conventional unit cell, of a Bed-of-Nails unit cell, with our high symmetric unit cell, with red and blue respectively, demonstrating the increase in gain and side lobe levels, enhancing the bandwidth in order to cover the entire Ka band. Thank you very much for your time.